Hello, Tulsa Public Schools, our supporters of Team Tulsa, and those interested in learning more about Team TPS. Excited to be here for another iteration of Faces of Tulsa Public Schools. Quentin Liggins here, Director of Talent Acquisition, Retention, and Development, and excited to be joined by one of our new team members, Mike, who's going to share a little bit about why he decided to join us on this great journey to Destination Excellence and what he has noticed about our great district on a day-to-day. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing well, Quentin. Thanks for having me.
We're excited to have you. So tell us a little bit about your journey with Tulsa Public Schools. What brought you to us as a district, and what has been exciting about your time with us thus far?
Absolutely. So I am fairly new to Tulsa Public Schools. I've been working here for about almost 4 months. I'm the Director of Integrated Wellness, and prior to coming here, a lot of my work was traveling across the country and actually globally, working with educational systems. And I've done some work here in Oklahoma and with Tulsa Public Schools, and kind of got to know a few people here and was really excited about the vision of Tulsa Public Schools. The part of my job or my goal is to bring a multi-tiered system of support to Tulsa Public Schools to really make sure we are meeting the needs of each and every one of our students. And Tulsa Public Schools is right on the forefront of that. And so I was just extremely excited to be offered the opportunity to come here and be part of that team to make sure that we are meeting the needs of all of our students, not just academically, but also socially. So it's very, very excited to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you. When we talk about educating the whole child, I can hear that ringing through in your work and how you're going to help us continue to be great and make our best even better. Want to hear a little bit about what brings you joy in your work with us here at Team Tulsa.
So one of the best things that I think as a former classroom teacher, administrator, et cetera, working at all levels, it's when that light bulb moment goes off for a child and for an adult. I mean, now, I'm working with a lot of adults too, and just the joy that it brings to yourself to bring joy to others. I know that sounds a little cliche, but it really is that feeling. I know as a classroom teacher, feeling that joy when my kids finally understood, solving a quadratic equation, to when teachers really see that joy and that relationship that they connect with each other and with the students. It's just beautiful to watch, and that's the joy that I think we all experience and want to spread. That's why we're in education, and that's why we love working with like-minded people. So it's a fantastic, it's joyful.
Well, we try to walk in that joy on a day-to-day basis. And one of the great things I get to do in my role is talk to people like you and hear about the joy that they experience and also bring to our schools through their work. Would love to just hear a little bit about, I know you've only been with us for a short time. What things have you accomplished since you've been with us? What goals have you achieved? And what do you hope to achieve in the future while you're with Team Tulsa?
Right. So first and foremost, with a multi-tiered system of support, truly means that you are working with every aspect of that child, from the classroom teacher with academics and relationship building, to administrators, to counselors, psychologists, social workers. And what I've noticed is everyone at Team Tulsa is just so open, so caring, and really does have the outcomes in mind for the students, those positive social and academic outcomes, that it is a team effort and we all work well with each other. I've worked with a lot of different school districts, and I can tell you from experience that camaraderie isn't always there between silos, if you will. But with Team Tulsa, we really see that unification of understanding that it's not just academics, it's not just behavior, it's not just social, it's all of it put together to do exactly what you said, Quentin, to educate the whole child. And that's what we're doing. So that's part of our game, is to become that's part of my plan is to really even more integrate those different departments together, and that's what we're doing. And it's amazing to see how open everyone is to that collaboration, because that's what it's going to take, is that collaboration, and making sure that we are meeting the needs of not just a few of our students, not just some of our students, not just most of our students, but all of our students. and that's the excitement.
That is awesome. We are excited to have that here. I know our parents who see this message, our young people, as well as our current employees are going to be, running to the door to say, how can we be better? Because that's a part of who we are as a district. And it's about that excellence, but also the value you touched on with team. That is a big part for us here. So want to hear a little bit about, we have our core values of equity, team, character, joy, and excellence. How do you see those playing out in your day-to-day role?
Right. So as the director of integrated wellness, it's all about integrating all of those components, making sure that we are equitable with all of our practices, that we're meeting the needs. And there's a difference between one size everything all fits everyone. We have to really it's like a targeted universalism, if you will. Like, right. We need to have definitely some systems in place that are universal, but we also need to modify those systems to meet the needs of like I said, every student. And every student has unique needs. So making sure that we are equitable with all of our resources that we do have here, and making sure that we do bring joy, that we are data driven, that we do all of our practices are evidence-based to meet the needs. And I keep saying this, but that's my job, is to integrate all of these great resources that we have to make sure, again, that all of our students, not just not just a few students, it's for every single student. As educators, we're successful when our students are successful.
Well, thank you, Mike, for sharing your big vision. Thank you, Mike, for sharing what you see happening already in your time with Team Tulsa. Know that we are right along with you in ensuring that all of our students get what they need to be the best versions of themselves and continue to be great leaders in our community. Our young people continue to lead. They continue to show us the way in so many different aspects. So we want to be here to cultivate them as the leaders of now, and not the leaders of tomorrow. This is Quentin Liggins signing off from the latest edition of Faces of TPS. I want to thank Mike for his time and wish you all who are watching a wonderful day.